champ in the 800. That is Raven Rogers of Oregon. She's won the last 3 NCAA titles. She won 2015 outdoor and then both the indoor and outdoor titles at 800 meters last season.
She has been on a bit of a roll, and it's going to be a great final to see she and Jasmine Frey hooking up. Frey, of course, has the crowd and has the track and is sleeping in her own bed tonight. Shea Collinsworth, the BYU senior, also in this race, was 5th in this meet a year ago, 2nd at the Mountain Pacific Conference meet in the mile 2 weeks ago up in Seattle.
And she's run 2:01.42, and in that performance, it was not a perfectly smooth race. She had to run in traffic, but responded well, adapted, and for being as tall and as long as she is, she actually runs very well and navigates traffic very efficiently when she has to. She has great range at middle distance. She can run a 4:35 mile, a 2:01.800, and then also a 53 in the 400.
So once again, the top 3 finishers will automatically qualify through to the final, and you've got to run faster than 2:05.65 if you're 4th or 5th if you want to qualify on time.
And Raven Rogers says that coming in 3rd, she actually doesn't mind that she has the 3rd fastest time because it takes some of the pressure. She doesn't have as much of a target on her back, and it makes her feel like she's in a little bit of an underdog role. So she's motivated at this point to come back and defend her crown.
Rogers taking the lead out early. Collinsworth right there behind her. And on the inside, Jasmine Staebler of Iowa State currently in 3rd. But Rogers calling the ball, dictating the pace, very confident. Of course, Oregon as a team going for the team title once again. This is a meet they almost own, much to the chagrin of several SEC teams who think that they own this. But the Ducks really get ready and are at their best when it's time for championships.
60.7 in the first 400, so a little bit quicker than that first heat. And if that Collinsworth name sounds familiar to you, well, her husband Kyle, an all-star basketball player there at BYU, an outstanding collegiate career. He's now with the Texas legend of the Dallas Mavericks organization, so playing professionally within the NBA.
Sadie Henderson of Boise State is the one now that took the lead. Collinsworth right there, and Raven Rogers on the inside threatening to retake the lead. And at the bell, it's a little bit crowded with 200 meters remaining. There's a problem potentially brewing there. Rogers on the inside on the rail. Collinsworth right on her shoulder now takes the lead in earnest. And number 6, that is Agnes Abu of Middle Tennessee State and Ghana. Rogers staying in that 3rd position, but there are still others challenging. Remember, the top 3 automatically qualifying, and that's Jasmine Staebler coming around the outside again, but there Rogers just shifts gears, gets out of trouble, wins the heat. And that is Kaylee Dodd, my mistake, from Oklahoma State, who was making that move. But Raven Rogers, very, very poised, very, very experienced as a junior, and having won so many championship races herself right out of trouble.
And there was a lot of trouble to be had in this race. You can see Rogers responds really well, gets out of it. Collinsworth got caught up in it just a little bit, but gets into 2nd very easily right there behind Raven Rogers.
So that was Staebler with Dodd right behind her. And Kaylee Dodd did not run fast enough to displace the 5th placer or the 4th placer from heat number 1. So it's Rogers automatically through with Collinsworth and Staebler, and there are your advancers. So Oregon getting another athlete into a final, and boy, that duel between Raven Rogers and Jasmine Frey might produce a collegiate record in this 800 meters.